tad bit is being witnessed in the Nifty PSU Bank Index as well, but very, very minor. It's definitely underperforming the markets to a great extent. And thus, Manav, what would you advise traders could do here?
See, if we are looking at this chart of PSU banks, it has overall been an underperformer recently, and after a good 5 to 6 days of consolidation, there has been a breakdown today on the PSU banks chart, and in fact, the index has also breached the support of 2535 levels. Now, if we see a close below that, I think for next couple of trading sessions, this index will continue to be, and on the immediate basis, it can witness selling pressure also on the higher levels. The resistance would be at 2550 to 2580 levels, but on the immediate basis, I think the next support for this index is close to 2420 and 2430 zone.
Okay, so be a bit cautious on this index is Manav's word of advice. Manav, the IT sector today is managing to stay afloat, perhaps having to do with the, movement seen in the rupee. Anything that you would recommend?
See, at the current zone, if you're looking at the chart of TCS, it has been on a very good uptrend, and recently, after a corrective decline from its recent peak, the prices are bouncing from its important support on the daily charts and has also managed to exceed its previous highs and are likely to close above it. So at the current zone, TCS has an important support at 2150 on the lower side. We recommend that one can maintain a balanced approach, and on the immediate basis, one can expect the prices to test its recent swing high, keeping an upside target of 2250 to 2300 levels.
Manav is bullish on TCS, target 2250. Keeping it with the IT space, stock. Manav, Indiabulls sub the 1400 rupee mark, anything, or actually, again, it's just recovered as the market has recovered in the last couple of minutes. Anything that you're observing?
The prices since past few weeks has been on a sideways trading band, having stiff resistance at 1450 to 1440 on the upside, and today we've seen a sharp decline and the prices have engulfed its previous day session, which confirms that 1450 would be a very strong resistance going forward, and we maintain a bearish stance as long as the prices are trading below this resistance zone. On the immediate basis, there has also been a breakdown on the daily charts, and the oscillators have entered into a negative territory. We expect the prices to test its recent swing lows, and we expect lower targets of close to 1300 in this stock.
Okay, that's Manav's recommendation on Indiabulls. Soumya, Manav, Coal India has really been in a weak spot for some time now. It's now even sub the 200 rupee mark. Is there any hope of recovery here?
See, at the current zone, if you're looking at the chart perspective, the trend has been very weak. The prices recently witnessed a bounce back into the stock last week, and it couldn't sustain above the important resistance zone, and we've seen a sell-off again from the levels of 215. At the current zone, the next important support for the stock is around the levels of 190, 193, which is its recent lows, and if we see a break below that, I think the next support for the stock would come at 180. Looking at the overall formation, there is a high likely chance we may consolidate around 190 and then eventually break it on the lower side. So at the current zone, it's important that one can continue to maintain a bearish stance into the stock, and on the upside can maintain a trailing sell stop loss of 205.
Okay, that's Coal India, and yes, Manav is a bit bearish on the stock. Soumya, Manav Havels, a nice uptick seen today in trade. Anything that you're observing on the technicals?
Yes, see, as we are seeing, the prices have bounced from its recent oversold levels, and there has been a price and volume breakout on the daily charts. And if you're looking at the chart perspective, there has been a breakout today after a good sideways consolidation. I sense on the immediate basis we could see a short-term upside rally towards the levels of 720, 730, which is its important zone, and on the lower side one can maintain a stop loss of 665 on the lower side.
All right, Havels 3.2% higher. Ashish, Nalco has been a really weak stock. We just had that news with respect to Chinese aluminum.